60 seconds.
1 minute, people. Look alive.
Can I get a mic check, please? Can we have a real mic check, please?
How do they do those fart sounds?
In my tenure here.
Hey there. Happy Day of the Dead for all you folks in Mexico. If you're not familiar with the holiday, that's where the entire country gets together and celebrates the life of George Romero. So, how many flesh-eating zombies do we have playing today?
It's like, yeah.
There you go. Now that didn't hurt, did it? Now, player one, give us your name.
45
Player
seconds.
two, same thing.
Sprinkle situations, not so much.
Oh yeah, you want a 7-question game, tournament length, or full 21? Okay, got it.
30 seconds.
Player one, your buzzer is Q. That's Q like Quincy, but without all those dead bodies. And player two, your buzzer is the letter P, as in pork chops and applesauce.
Hey, that camera's worth more than your kidney.
20 seconds.
20 seconds? Jeez. Listen up. People blow this all the time. When a question comes up, if you want it, buzz in first. Then hit 1, 2, 3, or 4 to pick an answer. Got that?
10 seconds.
Good luck.
9,
Let's get going,
8,
boys.
Lose the
7,
desktop
6,
and
5,
go to black.
4,
We're good
3.
Have a good show, people.
The former Child Star Support Network. Just because you're not acting doesn't mean you shouldn't be living.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, movie buffs, how you doing? Okay, I hope you two brought your scratch and sniff cards. Oh well, too late now. All right, first order of business, screws. And here's the deal with these screws. If you think your neighbor doesn't know the answer to a question, but you want to make him answer it anyway, buzz in and hit the S key to screw him. Okay, my little chickadees, let's fly. Player one, ante up.
I'm sorry, Dave. It's question 1.
And I believe this one's called Hit the Cold Showers. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Put it in gear, because here we go. Considering Matthew Modine's obsession in Vision Quest, what's the most appropriate pickup line for his character to use on his new housemate, Linda Fiorentino? Please be my wide receiver. Wanna wrestle? Looks like you could use a pit stop. Or, do you believe in love at first sight? Player. In Vision Quest, Matthew Modine plays a young athlete obsessed with wrestling. There's a great scene where Linda Fiorentino helps him practice his wrestling moves, except they're naked. Must be Greco-Roman or something. Player one, you're... Now showing Bad God, bad. This one can net you $1,000. Fire up those frontal lobes. Here's the question. If Warren Beatty's reincarnation in Heaven Can Wait got mixed up with Chevy Chase's in Oh Heavenly Dog, what would happen? Lassie would fly to the moon, Rin Tin Tin would run the country, Benji would quarterback the Rams, or Tiger would marry Mrs. Brady. Player one, hit it. Warren Beatty is reincarnated as a quarterback for the Rams in Heaven Can Wait, and Chevy Chase is reincarnated as Benji in Oh Heavenly Dog. And Lord knows, the Rams need all the help they can get. Player one, give me a category. The selection is, she never rewinds either. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Okay, get ready to buzz in and type when you know the answer. Oh no, you're in line behind Ado Annie from Oklahoma at the video store again. Ado Annie is trying to rent a James Bond movie, but she can't tell the clerk which one she wants. Considering her famous song from Oklahoma, what movie must she be renting? Buzz in! Buzz in! Yeah, let's see what you've got, player one. Type in your answer and hit return. Ado Annie is just a girl who can't say no. And I hate to break this to you since you're behind her in line, but she's also the girl who can't pay by any method but check. Player one, it's up to you. What's next? Here we have the name game, and we got $3,000 in the pot. Okay, pay attention here. For this one, I'm not going to read the 4 possible answers to you. I'm just going to let you take a look at them for yourself. Got it? Good. How does Sarah Jessica Parker's character spell her name in LA Story? Take a look at these choices and buzz in when you know. Player 2, it's yours. That's a good one. Player.
It's spelled big S, small a, small n, big D, small e, big E with a star at the end. Sandy.
Yep, that's just like an LA woman. Some of her is big and some of her is small. Let's have a cat. It's a 5! Chew on this. E.T. or not E.T.? And we're talking 2,000 for this baby. Get your finger out of your ear and listen up. We're going. If that lovable alien E.T. started reprising the roles of the actress who contributed to his voice, what might we see him doing? Falling in love with Richard Gere, fighting other aliens with a flamethrower, being driven around by Morgan Freeman, or exclaiming,
"The dingo ate my alien child."
Player 2, grab it.
Take me home, Hulk, but no speeding.
Player 1, what do you say? Here's what you should have picked. Deborah Winger from An Officer and a Gentleman contributed to the voice of E.T. Personally, I'd like to see E.T. an urban cowboy. Ride that bull, boy!
Oh, E.T. phone ambulance.
Your pick, Player 2. How about it?
She was built like an interstate cloverleaf, made for speed with all the right curves. All I could think of was 6.
Okay, give it up for $1,000 if you get it. Grease yourself up and get ready to wrestle. Which of these movie reviews best describes Sly Stallone's performance as a compassionate trucker fighting to get his son back, set against the backdrop of competitive arm wrestling? He sure had a mighty big fist. That film was a personal victory for him. He was over the top in the fight. Sly faces the challenge of playing a compassionate arm wrestler in Over the Top. Sly's next movie has him playing a misunderstood thumb wrestler. Apparently the thumb wins. Player 1. Well, what do we have here? Dude! You get this one right and it's $3,000. Strap on your helmet, we're going in. Which actor would you not expect? Player 1, hit it! Alright, Player 2, you're getting screwed. Screw back.
Abort mission!
No, it's too late!
Player 1, you can take it. It was Sean Penn, not his brother Christopher, who starred in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. He just wasn't pictured in the Ridgemont High yearbook because he kept attacking the photographer. Player 1. Uh-oh, wet suck tit shine floor.
It's time for
There is no scum.
Let's see if you can make sense of this gibberish category. Swimming pools, candy bars. Gonna start out with $5,000 on this one. Okay, you're gonna have about 30 seconds to solve this, but every second and a half, I'm taking away some money. Okay, get set and tell me, what movie title does this rhyme with? Mock turd, chew middle. And don't get confused by the punctuation. First clue. Go for it, Player 1. Type it. Dr. Doolittle. Maybe you should try more bran. Player 1.
They said it was indestructible. Then disaster struck.
For your enjoyment, Jose can who see? And you pop a right answer, you got $2,000. Just step up and take a swing at this one. Many nations have flags with these colors, but director Chris... Player 1. The trilogy of blue, white, and red was inspired by the colors of the French flag, which respectively stand for liberty, equality, and fraternity. My uncle made a trilogy of home movies inspired by red, white, and blue beer. It's like Cassavetes with the lens cap on. Player 1, give me a caddy. I proudly present, there's no place like Sony. 2 G's if you get this one right. Don't think of Sony as a cold, heartless conglomerate. Think of them as, well, like the grandmother you put up with on your birthday. Because it's not owned by Grandma Sony, which production company will not receive a card on its birthday with a $5 bill enclosed? Son Triumph, niece TriStar, nephew New Line. Player 1, New Line Cinema is not part of the Sony family. Which is just as well, he never calls. 1 down, round 2 to go. Let's get on it. To start off, 1 screw apiece. Let me pull some out here. What the hell is that? Okay, here you go. Now remember, everything in round 2 is worth double, so heads up. Player 1, your choice. What are we doing? The category? What's the weirdest place you've said whoopee? I'm sending over 4,000 dead presidents if you get this one. Okay, I'm sure you remember Mr. Whoopi from the Tennessee Tuxedo cartoon. Well, if instead of yelling whoopee, Mr. Whoopi yelled Whoopi Goldberg's real name every time he got it, Mr. Whoopi would be yelling Karen Johnson. Which wouldn't be a good idea. You should never make Whoopi angry.
Did someone order a 12-inch sausage?
Oh my.
All right, here's the deal. Tongue twister. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Pull out your antenna and get ready to buzz. Which of the following lists in order people who starred in movies about a mister, a sister, and an army enlister? Tom Hanks, Marla Maples, Charles Lawton, Charlie Chaplin, Take a shot, player 2. Charlie Chaplin, Theda Bara, John Voight. Too bad. That's the Tramp, the Vamp, and the Champ. Player 1, what do you say? What's the matter? You seem a little listless. Richard Gere and Mr. Jones, Whoopi Goldberg and Sister Act, and Goldie Hawn and Private Benjamin. And as we all know, Mr. Whoopi was that guy from the Tennessee Tuxedo cartoons, but his real name is Mr. Johnson. Wait. Player 2, take your pick. Say hello to, on day 8 he said, let there be Shannon Tweed. This one can net you $6,000. According to the Bible, on the first day of creation, God said, let there be light. If God were to have made a similar statement on the day the home video market was created, what might he have said? Let there be Sony Betamax, let there be Ted Turner, let there be VHS, or let there be Night Eyes 4 Fatal Passion. Player 1. On May 29, 1975, Sony introduced the Betamax video player to the home market, which would revolutionize how people watched movies. Wow, I can't even imagine a time when you couldn't watch Ass Attack without fighting the crowds at the local Omniplex. Let's have a category. give a nice warm welcome to Sham. How does $2,000 sound? Okay, you might know MASH, the TV show, but do you remember Robert Altman's movie MASH? Well, get it together and complete the following analogy. Donald Sutherland is to Alan Alda as Gary Berghoff is to whom? Loretta Swit, Wayne Rogers, Jamie Farr, or Gary Berghoff? Player 2, it's yours. Jamie Farr played Klinger, and Klinger wasn't even in the movie. 2 very good reasons why you're wrong. Player 1. Player 1, hit it. Gary Berghoff is Walter Radar O'Reilly, and the only actor who played his character in the film and the TV series. Berghoff didn't, however, stick around for after MASH, but I'm sure his radar picked up the crash and burn. Player 1, tell me.
In the deepest reaches of the Congo lies question 15.
This one's called Get Off the Bus. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Hey, listen up. You know in the movie Speed, how once the bus got over a certain speed, it armed a bomb, and if it dropped below that speed, the bomb would explode? Well, humans can run about 25 miles per hour, deer 40 miles per hour, and cheetahs 65 miles per hour. If these animals were rigged in exactly the same way as the bus and Speed, which would explode when they slowed down? The cheetah and the deer, the cheetah, the deer, and the human, or none of them? All yours? Only the cheetah would get above 50 miles per hour and explode when it tried to slow down. I wonder if Keanu Reeves is an especially fast runner. Player 1, hit me with the category. Excellent pick. Player 2, here's your chance for that potty break, because Player 1, you're on your own for this dis or dat. And this dis or dat questions category is, hello, kitties. Okay, I'm going to read off, okay, maestro. If you think you know the rules, I'll go ahead and put 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Babes in Toyland, for kids or not for kids? Little darlings. A boy and his dog. The little drummer girl. Son of Flo. The boys in the band. One more. That's all she wrote. 4 out of 7 is very mediocre. Let's check out your new total. Could be worse. Your score could be going down. In fact, it still might. Let's find out. Category time. Player 2, it's your call. Coming at you, things that make you go, huh? And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Hey, remember those heady days of corporate growth in the 80s? Well, imagine that the 90s spawned a sequel to Working Girl called Downsizing Girl. Now that Melanie Griffith's character is jobless, what activity shown in Working Girl could she utilize for employment? Impersonating Madonna, handcuffing men, vacuuming topless, or tying knots with her tongue? Nobody wants it? Come on, Player 1, you're ahead. Live a little. Don't be a wimp! In Working Girl, out of nowhere comes a gratuitous Melanie Griffith topless vacuuming scene.
And that's how it works.
I still don't get how the wheels work. Could you demonstrate it again?
Uh-huh.
Player 1, and...
What do we got out there?
It looks like 18, sir.
The category is, thank you for your support. Hello, we're talking $6,000, so pay attention. Wow, this is pretty interesting. For several years in a row, the Oscar winners for Best Supporting Actress had something unusual in common. See if you can figure it out. Based on the pattern in the... All your... So what's the answer, Player 2? What the hell were you thinking there? Player Those Oscars went to Maggie Smith, Meryl Streep, Mary Steenburgen, and Maureen Stapleton, so Madeline Stowe, whose initials are also MS, would best complete the pattern. Yeah, the Academy busted up that pattern the next year when McLean Stevenson tried to horn his way in. Player one. This category is known as sleeping around. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Let's see how you handle this one. What movie's plot can be summed up as girl wants boy who wants boy who wants girl? 3 of hearts, threesome, quadrophenia, or 3 smart girls? Player 2, grab it. Who? Player 1, you can take it. For the curious, here's the right answer. The girl who wants the gay boy who wants the straight boy who wants the girl is the plot of Threesome, or Melrose Place. Player 2, give me something. Let's see what we got going. A question you don't refuse. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Okay, maybe you remember this. In the early 80s, Bananarama did a song with the lyric, Robert De Niro's waiting, talking Italian. What movie was probably paused on their VCR when they wrote that song? The Godfather, The Godfather Part 2, The Godfather Part 3, or The Three Godfathers? Let's take a look at the right answer. In The Godfather Part 2, De Niro plays a young Vito Corleone almost completely in Italian. You suppose if Bananarama watched some porn movies, they'd write a song called I'm Your Penis? Your turn, player 2. What's it gonna be? Time for the attack. When you see... you think you know the attack, huh? I got news for you. Not all attacks are equal. Here's your clue. You're the grossinest. All right then. Good luck at the box office. Rocky, and player 2, you're like all his co-stars, all bloody and bruised with shitty careers. You know, you think you know movies, but the truth is...
You don't know! Okay, good show, everybody. Raul, could you ask the players what they want to do now?
tell you guys something. If you think being on the high scoreboard is cool, then you being on the high scoreboard has nothing to do with points. Get it? High scoreboard? You can play again if you like. Personally, I think you should just go sleep it off. We should really do drugs.
Who's working to save her daughter?
I've got 2 words for you. Keanu Reeves.
That's Hollywood's funniest pitch meetings, followed by Hollywood's funniest attempts to understand minorities. Sundays at 8.
Studio executives, how many times have you heard this trash from directors?
The problem is that you don't get my vision.
Are you sick of overpaid pansy-ass actors and their blood-sucking agents? You need Digital Auto Movie. Just type in your own brilliant one-sentence concept, select your marketing demographic, and Digital Auto Movie does the rest. No actors, no writers, no directors, no